Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. Now let's make this cape together. So I'm going to be drafting on the paper before transferring on the fabric. Now the paper is folded into two. So from the edge there, I'm going to go out by 6 inches. You can go out by 6.5 or 6 inches, depend on how wide you want the armhole to be. Then from the starting line, I went down by 2 inches. Then I'm going to be connecting it that way with a slight curve. That part will serve as the armhole. Now from that point where you see my hand touching, I'm going to be going down by 7 inches or 6.5. It depends on how wide you want your cape to be, so you will decide how you want it to be. Then from there, I'm going to connect it to meet that first line. So I also use a curve ruler to just make a little bit of curve. Then this is me indicating that that point is the armhole, and that point where you see me touching is the shoulder point. Then I'm going to be cutting it off. It's very simple. We're actually done with that drafting. So you're going to cut it like that, and you're also going to follow your second line to cut it off. After cutting, guys, this is how it is. You can see. Now this is how you're going to sew it on your shoulder. You're going to flip it like this, and it's going to be standing like that. So guys, I'm going to be using this velvet for it. I'm going to be cutting 4 because I want to use it for the lining. So 2, it will now become 2, one on the other hand, one on the other hand. So this is it after cutting the 4, and I also fuse it with interfacing. You can use that medium gum stay, a little bit hard one, to gum if you want structure. So after opening 2, I'm going to be opening 2. That will serve as the lining. So we'll be working on that too right now. Then I'm going to mark 1/2 inch like that, because we're going to be fixing boning and we don't want our boning to get to the edge. So this is me marking 1/2 inch all round. I'm going to be doing that on the second lining. After doing that, you take your region boning, and I mark 1/2 inch from the starting line and this other parts, because our region boning will not get to those parts. I hope you understand. Now you take your region boning, you're going to place it like that, and you cut when it gets to the middle point. You take another region boning and you're going to cut. That means we have 4 region boning in total. So you're going to sew on it just the way you see me placing it before the 1/2 inch, because that 1/2 inch will serve as the turning on the actual fabric. So you place both like that. Make sure the middle point touches each other, and you're going to sew on both sides so as to secure the region boning down. After doing that, this is it. I'm just trying to show you that midpoint. They climbed each other. So this is the back, and it is looking all neat and fine. Now you're going to take the actual fabric, you place one on each other, you take the second one and you're going to place it on. So you now sew on that 1/2 inch. Now if you are sewing, start from the middle point first, so that your fabric, everything can be equal. Now this is me after sewing. I'm just notching the upper part and the down part. Now I'm going to be notching it all round so I can turn it. Then I went ahead to turn, and this is how it is. So you're going to give it a very good press, and you're just going to use your stitch to just secure the edge. Yeah, so this is it after turning. Now this is the fringe I got. I got this fringe 2,800 for 1 yard, and I'll be using 1 yard for both sleeve. So you're going to place it on it that way, just the way you see it. The bigger part, that's the net, will be inside. Now you're going to sew. You're going to use a zipper foot to sew it. So watch the way I'm placing it. Can you see it? You can see how it is here. So the bigger part of the net will be inside, so that your cape can be very close to the fringe. After sewing, guys, this is how it is. Can you see the inside? Yeah. So now you can now trim off that excess net. So I'm going to be trimming it off for both cape sleeve. So guys, if you find this tutorial helpful, kindly give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. Guys, this is how it is. It is very simple. Like I said, you use medium gum stitch to give it a little bit of structure. So this is the dress I'm attaching it to. Now I'm going to be notching the middle, because that middle will be on the same line as your shoulder. So you can now determine how many inches you want to leave before you sew. I think I did 1.5 inch from the sleeve. Then I did that for the second cape. Guys, I'll be dropping the tutorial of this keyhole neckline, a corset with keyhole neckline, in my next tutorial. So you're going to flip it like this, and you sew up to where the cape is stopping. Now after sewing, guys, this is how it is. It is looking all beautiful. When the client came and she wore it, it was looking all beautiful on her. So guys, like I said, this video will be coming up next, how to draft a corset with a keyhole neckline, and this is an inbuilt corset. It has that inbuilt where you can snatch your waist. So thank you guys, bye.